And the Fiji Sevens teams are announced for Hamilton and Sydney. And we now turn our attention to the Men's Cup final at the McDonald's Coral Coast Sevens for 2023. Service, sacrifice and selflessness define greatness. 2 teams, 1 game, 1 title. Ramsami Army and Fire. And a man no stranger to those virtues and qualities, former New Zealand captain Carl Tinana in co-commentary.
Yeah, Nisa Bulivanaka, well, it's been a celebration of expression, a joy of representation of your team and playing the game of sevens in its purest form in the home of sevens here in Fiji, Singotoka Lawanga Park. It has been a celebration over 3 days. Now we come down. Everyone's been whittled out. The Army boys getting amongst it. The Fire boys showing mentally they've got it. And we are going to crown a new champion in Coral Coast 2023.
So the Fire to extra time in the semi-final. Ramsami Army, extra time in the semi-final. Drama, controversy, but what a spectacle. And now a date with destiny for one of these 2 teams. And the chance to etch their name in the history of the Coral Coast Sevens forever with the 2023 title. And it'll be Fire. Tira Wilangi, what a player he is. What a dominant performance over 3 days from the captain. He carries in the middle, an offload down the right edge. Nareki. And that control. The opening first possession. Nalanga on the outside. The covered defence coming across. Looking through it inside. Ball couldn't find Wilangi. What a start, Fire.
On the outside, backing himself, Josepata Nalawanga. Using his speed to great effect. Goes around his one-on-one marker. Uses a bit of footwork to try and get around the sweep, who does a fantastic job taking him out over the sideline.
Army, their first position on the 5, just beyond the 5-metre line. Samu Vodre wins the line out. And immediately they go to the edge. Lovely right-hand fend. Then a great cover tackle on Nawalu. Oh, the counter-ruck, brilliant. But the referee penalises Fire.
And I think there's some afters when this clean out. Nawalu might be the man. He's the one that goes on the outside. Look at the long strides going in from Nawalu. Equally great defence. I think they just got pinged for not coming from behind. That's fair enough. Just a bit from the side, and there, just the push after that. Is it Edward Hicks? The number 8 has been singled out. Oh, and he's got a yellow.
Ooh. Only 2 minutes gone. Down to 6. And the penalty. Fire. So numerical advantage for 2 minutes. 7 plays 6.
Yes, actually, Kuri Sakwila in jersey number 6. And that's the thing, when you get to finals, you still got to keep your head. It's intense. There's a massive crowd. But mentally, you just have to stay switched on and compose yourself in those moments. And well, for Fire, a massive, massive opportunity for them right now.
Win the scrum, the first assignment. That's done. Now shift. Where are they going to go? To the middle initially. Nareki on the outside. away from the defence with a left-hand fend. Beautiful ball back on the inside. Here they come. Inside the 22. Then they lose the ball forward. Great rugby.
Nakuila's the man they're trying to get the ball to. They've already seen how dangerous he is one-on-one. They get on the outside. They create the overlap. There's the ball. They give it to him now on the inside. But look at that defence from Army coming across. The desperation with the right hand getting them down. And the knock-on comes after that.
Army, Manasa Dawai at halfback. The little grubber kick along the ground there is ambitious. And then the ball goes into touch off a fire player, so it will be Army with the throw.
And there won't be in a rush here whatsoever. Will Army just try and eat time off the clock while they've got a man in the bin? I think after the next play, he would be back on the field. No, he's back on now. So no points given up from Army. That's great scramble from them defensively to not give away any points.
Nil all, 4.5 minutes. Fire with two big opportunities shut down by the Army defence. Samu Vodere again wins the line out. They shift out to the left edge. And a ball over the top. Dawai back on the inside. The ball's lost forward. And now Fire with an opportunity to chip and chase. And the ball close. They try to keep it in the field of play. Now Army start 2 metres out from their own line. An offload off the ground. Big tackle from Whakanasinga. Army try to launch an attack from inside their own quarter. Now they shift again. And the tackle made by Wilangi. Now the ball's gone forward.
Well, it's an age-old adage. Attack will win you games, but defence will win you championships. And Fire has been a real hallmark of their game. Again, getting a turnover from their defensive efforts. There it is there. The swing around, another back-to-back effort. Gets up in a third one. Causes the turnover. That is outstanding from the skip of Fire, Tira Wilangi.
He has dominated this first half. Wilangi, magnificent individual effort in defence to give his team an attacking scrum. Now they come to the long side. Nareki. And Levere takes the quick tap. No, gives it to Chisolo. Now they attack the middle with a short ball. Back on the inside, a ball over the top. It's gone forward. Play on. And Nareki. Spectacular try to Fire.
Well, it needed a bit of luck to break this pretty staunch Army defence. They go to the middle, then they bounce back to Kokingasanga. It comes off an Army player, that's come off the shoulder, that's behind, and that's the finish.
Saki Usa, Nareki. Kawake Chisolo. No luck with the conversion.
You can see all the defence that drifted over. He changes the point of attack. He changes the angle. Wasn't able to secure the ball. Was no Walu, but that man did. Nareke. And he gets us started.
Army. Last use of the ball in this first half. Bonivalu gets the ball away in a tackle. Tawalo. Chance on the right edge, a 2-on-1. If they can keep this together. Nawalu. Good tackle. Oh, aggressive at the breakdown. Referee says play on. Wilangi with the quick tap. Fire. With the chip and chase. Now Army. I think that'll do. No field position. And at half-time, a 9-minute half in the end of running time. And it is Fire that lead by 5 points to 0. Magnificent crowd, wonderful scenes, as Carlton alluded to in our opening. What a celebration this has been of our great game.
Oh, the 3 days too. We've had storms, we've had humidity, and we've finished off on day 3 with some beautiful weather. And this crowd's been in for all 3 days. The historians, they love the rugby game of sevens. That announcers of the Fijiana and Fiji Sevens teams. And I send a challenge out to anyone around the world to match these scenes at the home of sevens.
Behind the glitz and glamour of 2 Olympic gold medals, development competitions and tournaments on this level, where teams from all around the world have been competing at a very high level, as Army lose the ball forward from the kickoff.
Yeah, referee Roko Vreni using all of his experience. There was a knock-on from Army, and then it was an equally indiscretion from Fire. There was no advantage. Here's the knock-on. The Army weren't able to secure it, and then a player from Fire goes off their feet. Normally referees will give that as a penalty, but there was no advantage, so he gives it back to Fire.
Wilangi again bringing the heat on defence, forcing the error. Whakanasinga. We've seen this. They go wide. A little in and away, Nareki. Keeps the ball alive with an offload. Nice job from Levere to protect that ball. Fire immediately come to the left edge. Turning on the pace. Grandali. The ball's knocked down. Play on. Wilangi. The ball's on the ground in the end goal. A mad scramble. What a game.
Just a little injection of pace on the wing. Got him on the outside. And he nearly broke. He passed the ball on the inside. It was knocked back by Army, and from there, it was a scramble. Again, the skipper. He has got an engine. Wilangi nearly gets there.
On the basis of what we've seen over the last 3 days, I know we announced the Fiji team just before the beginning of this game. Tera Wilangi, I would imagine he wasn't named. But he'd be on someone's mind, I'm sure.
Oh, he'll be on the radar, that's for sure, if he keeps putting performances like this. A good time to have a blinder with the national coaches watching. I'm sure he'll get an opportunity the way he's going at some stage on the World 7 Series. Wilangi.
Oh, an early push. Some more frustration. Talking to Singer with the quick tap. Wilangi straightens up. 3 defenders. He says it's okay. The Army have to start from their own in goal. Great tackle. Great job. Edward Hicks. Army. 2-on-2. Can they create something? Oh, a high tackle from Inoke Levea.
And no need to rush here from Army. Saw a long time. Oh, and there's a yellow card from Fire. They've been in this situation before. Being down to 6 men and it's justified too. Just went way too high. Did the number 7. Now this is the moment. Army haven't really done much attack-wise. But they're going to call the scrum even though they're inside their own 22. What a great opportunity for them to try and get some points.
Avete Bosse is coming on for Fire. Fresh legs to help cover being a man down in defence. An astute substitution. Now Army in the scrum and they come to the right side. 7 attackers, 6 defenders. Rasaku close to the touchline. Rasaku. Again they shift. Fire defence. Being challenged now. Now the kick along the ground. There's some fresh legs from the Army on the end of the kick. Avete Bosse, he's there, holds him up. And that will be a throw to Red. That's a big play. And Avete Bosse with a big defensive play.
Yeah, coming across. The third man in. You can see they were struggling. Were Fire, but Bosse from the midfield makes a massive play defensively. Look at him there, puts the player out. That's good work. Unfortunate for Army and Leiroti. Nearly got one back.
And he wins the line out, Bosse, but it's not straight. So Army.
And the yellow card back on for Fire. So both teams have negotiated a yellow card and not giving up points. Look at this challenge in the air. Yeah, definitely down the Fire line. Good competition. Still danger signs though for Fire. Need a D up. Army, what do they do? Do they go wide or do they have deception in the midfield?
Army. Inside ball. Hard onto the ball. A beautiful offload from Roboetta. And Army get their try. Seru Pepele Nakita under the post.
There's that deception in the midfield. It was just a late switch, hard line. Fire thought they were going to go wide, so they overchased. There's this late switch. There's the 2 defenders caught in, and there's the hole from the scrum. Created a set-piece play, executed brilliantly. And more importantly, under the horns, conversion is good and they will take the lead. Army, this will be a nice shot of it. 9-10, 1-2 cut. And then the inside ball from the 4 coming out of the scrum. Great manipulation.
Seven points to 5. 30 seconds. Two dramatic and emotional semi-finals. Only 2 points separating the 2 best teams in this year's competition. Fire. One last possession. Wilangi wins the ball and they shift. find some space. Booking the Singer loses the ball. And Army our clock ticks over 14 minutes. Army need to just hold the ball, run the clock down, fire, need to find a way to get it.
One play. The championship comes down to one play. Fire got to put some heat on the scrum. Army had to dig their sprigs in and keep it solid and straight, retain their ball, and then kick this ball out if they do retain it and kick it into row 12 and take a title.
One big play. Now off the back of the scrum, it's the cutter. Just short. The ball's available. They look down the right side. Another offload in the tackle. Fire. Trying to find a way to get their hands on the ball. Referee says leave it. Now they shift again. Visikata started it off. Now they're a chance on the left side. Rasaku. That will be the title. That will be the championship. What a play. What a finish. And what a champion team, the Army.
Well, they leave no doubt to this Army team. Could have easily kicked it out, but that's not the way they play the game. They want to score points. They want an exclamation mark. They want to finish off style, and that's exactly what Army do. They take the title on Coral Coast in 23. Rasaku with the final say.
Lukua, Rasaku, and the Army. The military are such a proud part of the Pacific. They came from 5-0 down, Carl. The show of character, resolve, and resilience.
When you think about the day that they've had, they had to go to extra time in the semi-final to even get a chance in this final. It was built on some mental toughness, some physical toughness, and in the end, the faces and the actions says it all for Army. They are crowned the new champions of Coral Coast.
Thrilling and dramatic semi-final and final. After a 2-year hiatus, a global pandemic, we get a final at the Coral Coast Sevens that will gladden the heart of sports lovers all around the world. The emotion, the elation, and the disappointment, all part of our great game. Wilangi, well, he didn't deserve to be a loser. Sport can be very cruel sometimes.
Yeah, he led from the front. He has nothing to be ashamed of. His seat, the respect given by both teams. An absolute monster of an effort from Wilangi and this Fire team. He had to go to extra time as well to even make it, but you've got to give it to this Army side. They dethroned the 3-time champions in the Police, and in the end, built on some great defence, deserved this title.
Well, it has been the crowd and the atmosphere that's made it special. And we are standing by for the presentation. The official and the Army captain is downstairs with Greg Clark. We'll try that again. The Army captain is now downstairs with Greg Clark.
Inya Tawalu, captain of Army, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I want to thank the Lord for the great opportunity and enable us to come and have a 3-day tournament here at Singatoka. Yeah.
First time ever Army has won the title. You must be very proud of the boys.
Yeah, exactly. Very proud of the boys for giving it their all, and our family for their prayers.
What do you put it down to? Were you confident you could go all the way when you came to Singatoka?
First of all, we make the God lead, and so as the path so that we can follow.
And what about Fire? They were very good opponents.
Yeah, they give a good game today. On first day we came with the same pool. Yeah, we defeated them, and we knew they'll give us a good game in the final.
What about the crowd? This event, 3-day event in Singatoka, it's been amazing, hasn't it?
So amazing.
You love the support.
Yeah.
So what happens now? Tell us about the celebrations.
First of all, we'll go into camp, and we'll do all the things that we already done before. Have a devotion, and then we'll look on the next, what come next.
Inya Tawalu, captain of the champions, Army in 2023. Well done.
Thank you, sir. Vinaka.
So successful Army captain. You can hear the singing and celebrations coming from both camps, and there's been a real scenes of emotion and celebration here on finals day, and so many people responsible for delivering such a fantastic event. And the leader of the big enormous organising team, Jay White, is now with Greg Clark.
Well, here we are with the founding chairman of this amazing tournament, Jay White. You must look back on the last 3 days with a great deal of satisfaction, first of all.
Oh, absolutely. You know, a lot of blood, sweat and tears goes into putting these things together, and to see, you know, these 3 finals, it's sort of worthy of the 3-day affair. So it's, yeah, a great sense of pride for me and the entire team and all the sponsors that put this together.
Go back to the very first one, you know, a dream come true, obviously 11 or 12 tournaments on.
Yeah, that's right. Back in 2010, we started with a, you know, basically a local tournament, which Army were runners-up in 2010, so they've come one better this year. But yeah, no, it's incredible, all the different chapters that have made this this tournament so special.
And volunteers and your committee, it's been an amazing job. You've had to battle a little bit of adverse weather. The stand has been full for 3 days, so it all came together.
Yeah, the people of Fiji voted with their feet by coming out. The teams performed so well, and as you mentioned, all the volunteers, yourself, all the great commentary team that we've got here have made it one of the best, if not the best, on record.
And what about sponsors as well? These things don't happen easily. You need the support of the businesses of Fiji.
Absolutely. You know, we're able to obviously throw open the gates and make it free entry because of the wonderful support we have from sponsors, namely McDonald's Fiji for what they do, Shangri-La, Outrigger, Fiji Women's Crisis Centre, and of course Singatoka River Safari is one.
What's the future hold now?
The future? More of the same. Talking to Collins and Jerry, he wants to bring over a Kenyan side. Talking to KT, he wants to bring some Kiwi side. So yeah, the future's looking very bright.
You had Scandinavia, you had the USA Falcons, you had the Aussie teams as well. So it's been a real mixture, and the standard has been amazing. On behalf of all rugby fans right around Fiji, right around the world, Jay, to you and your organising team, thank you very much. It's been wonderful.
Vinaka Pakalevu. Vinaka. Awesome.
Yes, our thanks to Jay White. Well, what a leader he has been, the inaugural chair of the organising committee, and the sponsors that they've pulled together, the teams that they've been able to pull together, and even the television broadcast production. KT, you've been coming up for a few years. World-class event.
Oh, it just continues to set the benchmark over here, Jay and his team. Just people that love rugby sevens. You can see why they call it Rugby Town. The crowd that has come in and supported this tournament over the years continues to be massive. and the volunteers who ask for nothing but get everything, and Jay personifies that. But the sponsors as well, they come in here and continue to support this tournament and Fiji Rugby. Absolutely brilliant.
And one of the all-time greats of our game, former England captain Ben Gollings, who's also now the coach of Fiji, is with Greg Clark.
Well, Ben, I guess first of all, before we talk about what's coming up for you and the Fiji Sevens, what do you make of this 3-day tournament in Sigatoka?
Oh, look, it's been absolutely fantastic. What a brilliant 3 days it's been. You know, I thought for a second we might have got washed out a little bit in say 2, but weather's been fantastic. The rugby's been fantastic. It's been played in such a good manner. You know, full credit to the tournament host, the organisers, the sponsors. They've done a great job, and it's great for Fiji Rugby and for me in particular to be able to see the talent on show.
Well, what did you see out there? Are you happy with the pathway, the players coming through?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's great because each tournament you see somebody else shine, which just catches your eye. And there's been a number of players this tournament that will definitely post our next consignment. We'll definitely bring in and start looking at to broaden and strengthen our squad.
Okay, well, it's been a wonderful tournament. We've, paid the compliments to the organising committee, but to the players, they had a real dig out there, and it was a wonderful final. Gee, it was on for young and old.
Yeah, I mean, it has, and since day one, the players have stuck at it. It's not easy conditions, and every game since the quarterfinals in particular has been so tight, and we saw that right now in the final. Could have gone either way, and I think it's great to see such competitive rugby. You know, I mean, it's credit to these players that play week in, week out, that they keep producing it the way they do.
Well, the wait is almost over for you. The first 2 events of 2023 on the HSBC World 7 Series are coming up in Hamilton, New Zealand, and in Sydney, Australia. You named your men's squad today. You confident?
Oh, look, we always certainly go out there to win. We have to be confident in our own ability and the fact that, you know, when we're on song, we know how to play this game. But they are 2 huge tournaments. I think we come back to Hamilton as the last time winners, so that's a big one. But ultimately for us, you know, we were disappointed with how things went in the last few tournaments, and that's going to be the key to us, getting back to our consistency and our winning ways.
All the very best, and great to see you again in Sigatoka. Used to seeing you on the Gold Coast occasionally as well. Ben Gollings, the Fiji Sevens coach, and he's got a busy couple of weeks coming up. We look forward to seeing the Fiji Sevens in action.
Now, thanks